When the curtains closed after a March 12th performance last year, Community Concert Hall director Charles Leslie did not expect it to be the last call for more than a year. You're watching the Local News Network, brought to you by Fast Signs and the Timbers at Edgemont Highlands. I'm Wendy Graham-Settle. In March 2020, as the country entered lockdown in response to the rapidly spreading coronavirus, the Community Concert Hall was one of the many organizations that closed its doors for an indefinite amount of time. But along with other arts organizations across the country, Concert Hall director Charles Leslie continued to find ways to bring music and performances to town.
We normally do a series of concerts in Buckley Park called Concert Hall at the Park. And we ended up doing those virtually. So we do 7 of them, 1 a week for 7 weeks. And 4 of those, the artists who were scheduled to perform here in Durango actually performed them from their homes. So we had 1 from Nashville, 1 from LA, 1 from Chicago, and 1 from Omaha, Nebraska. And then the final 3, we produced from our own stage, and we shot them and then broadcast them at the same time. And we called it Concert Hall in Your Own Backyard.
Over the course of the summer and fall, Concert Hall staff worked to bring virtual concerts to Durango, including a live-streamed Bar D Wranglers Christmas special last December.
We reopened on February 1st with our full staff, and what ended up happening from February basically until the end of May is we were supporting college events. So the music department and theater department both did plays and performances that we then broadcast. We had cameras on stage. We had multiple switching devices so that we could do a multi-camera shoot. And we've done that all spring.
On June 10th, the Concert Hall hosted its first in-person concert since that final curtain call in March 2020, featuring a songwriters circle of 3 singer-songwriters on stage.
One of the interesting things about reopening is that we didn't do anything for several months. So we're, in a way, having to relearn a lot of things that I've been doing this for going on 25 years, but I'm like, oh, wow, I do have to remember, how we sell tickets and how we do marketing and, all those things that go with putting on shows. It's been really interesting to try to kind of relearn all that.
The Community Concert Hall once again will host the Concert in the Park series beginning in August, and Leslie hopes to return admission to full capacity for the hall's fall season in September.
I'm really excited to get the Buckley Park Concert Hall at the Park series. It's our free concert series. Everybody, from little kids to, people who are literally 100 years old. We've had people 100 years old at our concerts. Just seeing people gather again, there's something really gratifying and exciting about that.
To buy tickets and view the schedule for the summer concert series, visit DurangoConcerts.com or call 970-247-7657. You can also view future concert dates and locations by visiting the calendar page on the website. Thanks for watching this edition of the Local News Network. I'm Wendy Graham-Settle.